Okay, today we're going to learn how to tune our guitar. Really critical thing, obviously, for any guitar player. A lot of beginners have a lot of trouble with it. And so here is a really nicely out of tune guitar. And something to really get in the habit of is just to do your open E chord, you know, which you all know what your open E chord is, right? This finger here, this finger there, and this finger there. Open E chord, and get used to what the open E chord sounds like in tune. That's a really good one to use. And so at any rate, what you got to do is you got to start with one string that you think is in tune. It's a good idea if you can to get your low E in tune. You can use a tuner. You can go online, find a tuner sites that will give you like a low E tone or an A string tone. But let's just assume that this low E is in tune. And then what you want to do is you want to get your A string, this fifth string. You want to get this guy in tune with the E. So what you do is you hold down your finger here on the 5th fret, and you try to get these two guys sounding the same. Okay, those are pretty close. Let's go to and then you're going to do the same thing with the A to the D string. I'm pressing down here on the 5th fret. Okay, those are off, alright? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up to my tuning head, my D string here, and what you always want to do is you want to tune, here's my D string tuning head, you want to lower the string and come up to the note. You don't want to go high and then back down to the note. So always get in the habit of when you're trying to get a string to sound the right tone, you want to go down a little further and then come up to that note. So again, we're going to go. I don't know if you can hear the vibrations there that were happening. So that's pretty close. And what happens when you are tuning strings is there is this little sympathetic vibration that you can hear, and I'm not sure if the camcorder is picking it up, but it sort of goes wah 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 wah. And when the vibrations are going quickly, wah 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 wah, that means you're getting further and further away from being in tune. And as they slow down and sort of disappear, that means you're in tune. So I'm going to do this one more time, and I hope that the camcorder is going to pick this up. Hear those vibrations? So the vibration disappears there. That means we're in tune. So let's go to the next string. It's a D string. Probably hear those vibrations. There we go. I'm just reaching over and tweaking on my G string tuning peg, this guy over here. Sounds pretty good. And now here's the only one that's a little different. When you're tuning your B string, the second from the highest string, you don't put your finger on the 5th fret. You don't go from the G to there. You actually back it down 1 fret. So this is the only one that's a little bit different. Is you put your finger on the 4th fret on your G string and tune like that. And then back to the 5th fret on the B string. So that you can tune your E. Those sound pretty close. All right, let's check it. Beautiful. Okay, so that's method number 1 of tuning a guitar. Now there's another way, which is instead of going like this, and what I'm doing is I'm holding down my finger here on the 5th fret on the E string, and I'm doing this business. Alright, here's what we just did. So those all sound good. There's our E chord. Sounds pretty nice. Here's another way you can do it though, is you can use harmonics. And I hope you can hear those vibrations. But basically a harmonic is putting your, you can do harmonics on the 5th fret, on the 7th fret, or on the 12th fret. 12th fret, they're really strong. And what I'm doing is I am putting my finger, I wonder if I could turn my guitar neck this way. I'm putting my finger right over the fret, and I am not pressing down. I am just touching my finger to the string right over the fret, and then I'm plucking my string. It's kind of hard to do when I'm bending the guitar over that way, but if I do it this way, it sounds better. So those are called harmonics. And if you put your finger right over the 5th fret on the E string, and then you do a harmonic there, then you do another harmonic on the 7th fret, directly over the 7th fret on the A string, you get the same note. And I'm going to detune. Hear those vibrations? I tune up just until the vibrations come together. Now where I'm plucking my string is down here closer to the bridge. I'm going, because you can get a louder sound when you do it with your thumb down there. If I do it here so that the camera sees it, it works, but it's not as loud. Ooh, that's really out. Hear those vibrations? That's good, no vibration there. What's going on here? I feel like notice how I go down and then I come up to it. That's pretty good. And you can't do the harmonics to tune from the G to the B. The harmonics don't work. They only work when you're going from the E to the A, or the A to the D, or the D to the G, or the B to the E. But between the 3rd and 2nd string, you can't do it. So you notice I came down here and I went. Sounds pretty good. Another good way to check whether or not your guitar is in tune is to play a couple of, play a few chords. And if everything sounds copacetic, then you're in good shape. So those are to review. We just did the tuning method of holding down. This is the one that you really want to learn. This is the old tried and true method. And then the other way is the harmonic way. And this works actually really nice on an electric guitar. The harmonics, you get it even stronger. There's the E and A. I'm touching just right over the fret, but I'm not pressing. That's on the D string. D to the G. I gotta do this to go from the G to the B. It's kind of hard to get those to sound good. So that's it. So that's tuning your guitar. Okay.